What's up, boys? I know you're probably wondering, is bro in a bonnet? I am currently in a bonnet. Thank you for noticing. I'm in the comforts of my own home and just woke up. It is currently, if you boys can see that, you can't see it, but it's 4:45 in the morning. I just sent in check-in pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. I'll show you guys the check-in pictures that I took this morning, and then I did a practice run just to make sure my posing room was set up last night. So I'll go ahead and include that in this YouTube video. But I just want to let you boys know we did the check-ins. Check-ins are all green. We're going to go ahead and do our fasted cardio now. And then after that, I'll probably come home, eat a meal. After I eat a meal, I'll go ahead and do some things that I need to get done. Maybe some laundry, a little bit of editing, eat another meal, and then we'll go ahead and go train. I want to say we got a little bit of back on the agenda today. A little bit of back on the agenda today, but I'm not too sure. Once we get to the lift video, we'll be able to kind of see that. But with that being said, I just wanted to inform you guys, kind of keep you in the loop. So that's kind of what it's looking like. But I'll catch you guys when we get to the gym then. What's up, boys? We're back with another video. We got a little bit of back on the agenda today, so I'm very excited for that. It would be a little bit of a thickness back day, so that's a win. But with that being said, I feel like it's been pretty good. The check-ins went well this morning. At least I think they went well. I like the way I look. I don't really know how my coach thinks. I think he thinks we're in a good spot, but he can't be too excited. Can't be overly excited as a coach. You know what I mean? Can't gas my head up too much, because then it might, some people might take the foot off the throttle. Not me, of course. Not me, of course. But I completely understand from a coach standpoint. Again, can't be too excited or too stoked about the progress or where we're at check-in wise. But overall, I think it was. Blah 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 blah, gabba gabba, dabba dabba. I think it was a good check-in. I feel pretty confident with how we're looking. Feel pretty confident with how we're kind of progressing. The upper body is getting real lean. We're obviously kind of where I would like to be upper body wise. Legs are still holding a decent amount of water, but I already know my body. I know how I am. My body's pretty much going to hold water in my legs until we're about 6, maybe 5 weeks out. My legs love to show up to the party fashionably late. And I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of good that I know myself, though, because I would be freaking out if I saw that. Like, my quads aren't necessarily holding water, but my hamstrings definitely are. So I'm like, ooh, okay. But I know how my body kind of progresses. I know how it kind of likes to move, and it's usually right around the 5 to 6 week mark where my hamstrings kind of like to come out and play. My glutes will come out and play, and then the quads will just get deeper and more vascular. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's very good. The spot we're at, the waist is staying tight, the abs are coming in nice, the vacuums are vacuuming, the lats are still staying wide. we're still getting good proportions up top compared to down low. So that's kind of optimal. You know, we're keeping a lot of size, not getting necessarily too flat. So that's a win. But with that being said, I'll catch you boys inside. All right, boys, we're going to start with some lat pullovers here. Prime those lats, get them nice and warm before we start with our thickness movements. With that being said, we're going to get after the 4 sets here. After this, I want to do the chest supported row machine. If that's open, that would be nice as the secondary. After that, we'll do our huge reverse grip lat pull downs and then isolated lat movement. And I'm thinking we might do one more today. Increase the volume a little bit. It'll be total 20 overall sets, or at least 19 overall sets. 5 movements. I'm thinking we increase the volume today. I feel a little good. I did my cardio fasted today just because I had check-ins. So that kind of allowed me to get my meals in a little bit later. And now I kind of have some little extra carbs behind me. Not necessarily extra carbs off the plan, but extra carbs I would have necessarily burnt doing that cardio that I do in the morning. So I'm feeling good. I feel like we increase the volume, go a little bit heavier today. Get a little bit more work. Grow the back that much more. You know what I mean? Let's get this work though. One more. Oh, it's money, boys. We got 3 more there. All right, boys, let's get after this next set. Three more. 2 more. Oh my, come on. We got 2 more there, boy. All right, let's get after this next set. One more. We got 1 more set here, boys. All right, last set here, boys. Let's work. All right, boys. We're about to move on to the next couple movements. It looks like chest supported row is taken right now. So that's fine. We'll just work around it. But we'll make our way back to that. Don't you worry, boys. Don't you worry. We trained with it the other week, and I definitely got to make sure it's a staple on the thickness day. So we'll get that in. But I'll catch you boys on the next movement. All right, boys. Let's get that work. We got 3 plates and a quarter on here. We're going to work with 3 sets off of this. And then after this, we'll do another movement. If the chest supported row machine's open, we'll move to that. If not, we'll do some reverse grip lat pull downs. Or reverse grip underhand lat pull downs, if that makes sense. But let's get to work, boys. Money. Two more. One more. Oh. We got 2 more there, boys. All right, boys, we got that next set. Let's get this work. One more. Whew. All right, sit this other side. Two more. One more. That's money, boys. We got one more set. Last set here, boys. Let's get this work. Let's stay hungry. I'm slowing down. The energy levels are, you know, they're starting to plummet on me, but I mean, it is what it is. We got to get through it. The caffeine is not carrying like it was for a week or two there. I think my body's just becoming accustomed to the amount. I might have to double down, go a scoop and a half, you know what I mean? At least for the lifts. Maybe pull the caffeine out through the day and just double down for the lifts. That might be the move. Just so I have that high intensity, still training with overall just hunger, which I am still hungry, but I'm feeling the fatigue. That caffeine usually drowns that out. So, but enough yapping. Let's get after this set, boys. One more. All right. Whew. Let's get this work. One more. Oh. All right, boys. I'll catch you on the next movement. All right, boys. Let's get after it. One more. Oh. Whew. That's a killer, boys. We got 2 more there. No, 3 more there. But I'm gonna take a swig of water and then we'll be able to get after it. All right, boys, let's get after this next set. One more. Oh, it's money. All right. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Yeah. 2 more. 1 more. Woo. We got 2 more sets there, boys. Let's get this next set, boys. Oh, I'm cooking, boys. I'm cooking. We got 1 more after this, though. 1 more after this. Then we'll move on to the next movement. Let's get this work. We got 1 more there, boys. 1 more there. All right, boys, we got the last set here. Let's get after this work. Ooh. Oh. All right. Last one. Last one, last one, last one. Oh. All right, boys. We're gonna move on to some lat pull downs. It looks like the chest supported row machine is taken right now, which is okay. We'll eventually get over there. But I'll catch you boys on the next movement. All right, boys, we got a little bit of lat pullovers here. Nothing too crazy. We got 3 more there, boys. All right, let's get after this work. Woo! We got 2 more there, boys. I was gonna do the chest supported T-bar row. I think I'm gonna save that for next week, boys. My lads are well done. Well done. So I think, and we have legs tomorrow. I don't want to necessarily to affect the squats. I know I'm making a lot of excuses, but I think we'll kind of bank that, save that for next week's back day, and then try to incorporate it into one of the first couple lifts, just so we can obviously be able to tag that and really get the most out of that squeeze. But let's get after this next set. We got 2 more. We got 1 more there, boys. Then after that, I'm gonna finish out with a little bit of cardio, and I'll catch you boys in the car. All right, boys, let's get after this last set. All right, boys, I'll catch you in the car for the outro. All right, boys, I feel like that was a pretty good back day overall. I feel like we got a good pump. I feel pretty good about it. I feel like the overall thickness day had my back feeling pretty thick by the end of the cardio, so that's a win. So I'm going to go home, get a meal in. I'm feeling good, feeling pretty green. So with that, you know, there's nothing else to say. It was a good day. But I'll catch you boys in the next video.